Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing super duper well. So today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite topics about being productive and staying organized. I feel like I've always been kind of like one of those people who kind of have a system for everything I do, which makes it really easy for me to do this video, especially because it was a suggestion for me to do a productivity tip video. So I hope you will find this useful and I can share my tips with you. So guys, tip number one I want to give you is literally writing everything down. Some of you might be digitally, so you work digital, like you like having all these Google calendars and like everything on your phone, on your notes. And don't get me wrong, I have that as well on my phone, but I love writing everything down on a paper, on post-it notes, creating to-do lists, because I personally think this helps me. I like to see everything visually down right in front of me so I can actually cross everything out myself or tick it whilst I'm doing my to-do list. So I honestly think creating to-do lists, having post-it notes and working through them is definitely my go-to for my organized and productive life. Tip number two, it's basically do not wait. Like, don't wait. Don't be sitting here waiting for things to happen. No, go and take the action. Get up, move, do it. Like, it's really weird because I know how people say, no, just wait for the right moment. I don't really believe in that. For me, I've always worked as, when I think of something, I just get up and do it. Because the more you think about something and the more you kind of just sit there like, shall I do it? Shall I do it? I think you just create unnecessary thoughts. So honestly, if you have an amazing plan, get up, just go for it, just do it. Don't give any time to sit there thinking about it, whether it goes negative, whether it goes positive, just do it. It's always worth it that you know that you've tried doing something, definitely something out of the ordinary. Tip number three, do not waste time. Time is so precious. Honestly, like if you think about it, like for me, 24 hours is not enough in a day. Things will start changing once I start work. I'll be having my 8 to 4 job and then it gets a bit overwhelming. You have so much to do, especially in my day-to-day life. I like to keep myself on the go, so I have so many little tasks, and obviously I've added more with YouTube, and I'm just one of those people who like to keep productive. So I don't like to waste time. I like to know every minute of my day, or whether it's even taking a break throughout the day, it's still something useful for me. So basically, do not waste time. Time is so precious. So every time you sit down and think, oh, I'm just gonna go on Netflix, or I'm just gonna go on my phone, just waste a lot of time. Just think of it as, that's it, this day's gone, and you could have done something better and useful. And that goes on to tip number 4, which is taking breaks. Taking breaks is so important. Like, you can be super productive, you can be super on the go, but you need to remember that you must take breaks in between these busy scheduled lifestyle of yours. So for me, I like to take breaks after I do such a big chunk of things. So I like to have my break and I like to just kind of rewind and just kind of have a snack, or maybe have water or something, you know, just to kind of like just make you feel like, yeah, I am allowed to have breaks, and you know, I can have a break and restart. That's no problem, because as long as you don't take that break as an advantage and just sit there for a couple of hours doing nothing, that's a problem. But every other hour, do take a break. A break always helps. Tip number 5 is say no. You are allowed to say no. If you're not happy with something, if you don't want to do something, you can say no. No one is going to sit here judging you. You basically are your own person. Like, you do have the right to say no to things. This kind of brings on the topic where you have a gathering, or you have your, I don't know, you have something to do with your friends, and like maybe you just don't have time to do that, and Like, you just feel so pressured, like you have to do it, you have to go out, you have to impress this person and that person. It's okay to say no, and it's okay to work on your self-development and to work on yourself. So do not ever feel pressured. You are allowed to say no, and I'm sure your loved ones, your family, your friends, whoever you hang around with, I'm sure they'll be understanding. And saying no necessarily doesn't mean you don't want to see that person completely. You can say no for now, you can complete the task you're doing, and then you can go back and do whatever you like. Number 6 is do something you love. Okay, so like, do not be sitting here thinking about your 9-to-5 job every single minute of your life. Do things you love. This can be on your break times, or whenever you have that spare moment, do something you love. So like for me, I love, I'm not gonna lie, I love watching my Netflix. So whenever I do have that tiny little break in a day, I quickly put on something I love. For example, I love Marvel, so when I have my little break time to have some lunch, or just to give myself some me time, I put on some Marvel, and I just, literally, that's my time. I love watching it. Or I love to go out for a little walk in the garden, just get some fresh air. Or you can do something to do with painting, something just to rewind yourself, but just do something you literally love, like a hobby that you've been putting off. Like, it's fine to do something you love every now and then. I feel like that kind of keeps you going too. Okay, so tip number 7, get rid of any distractions. I feel like the biggest distraction can be social media or your phone itself. From WhatsApp to iMessage to Facebook to Instagram to Snapchat to TikTok. I feel like TikTok's a new thing that's causing a lot of distraction. Honestly guys, I don't have TikTok yet. But literally get rid of distractions, especially when you're doing something like productive and you just want to get a task done or completed. Just switch your phone off. You don't even need to switch your phone off. Just put it on do not disturb and just leave it on one side. And I'm sure on your break time that you get, or whenever you have that spare 1 minute or 2 minutes, just have a quick glance. So I've I've discovered do not disturb and airplane mode, which I know it's kind of funny because I didn't really know about this then. So now, whenever I'm doing a task, whenever I'm doing something to do with my business or my trainings, I actually put on Do Not Disturb on airplane mode for an hour or so, get that task done, get back to it. And in that way, it's a win-win. You've completed your task and you've still got your notifications going on there, and you can just check it after. Tip number 8, I would say, is one of my favorite tips. Stay organized. So, by staying organized, literally, it just kind of gives you like a clear overview of everything you're doing. So organization can mean whether you're having folders for your specific tasks. So for my travel business, I have a folder and I have everything in there. And then I have a notebook for my travel business. And then for my tutoring, I have all my folders and my notebooks. So I like to stay organized and on top of things. So when I feel a bit overwhelmed, I know by staying organized, I'm literally on the go. Have your desk tidy. So as you can see, like my desk, I like to keep it very in some specific order, like to know exactly where to find this thing, from my pencils, from my highlighters, or I like to keep my journals in one space, because in that way, you just feel like your space is tidy as well as your mind. You just feel like everything is organized around you. So honestly, keeping organized, it feels really good. Like when I see my desk tidy, I just want to just sit on it and get on with it. Whereas if I have a messy space around me, I would kind of avoid going there. I would be like, no, that looks too messy for me. I don't want to do it. Okay, I'll clean it up tomorrow. So honestly, staying organized and having everything in front of you there, prepared, it really helps. Number 9, I would say stay consistent. It's one of those things like I've kind of learned as I've grown. Staying consistent is very, very, very important, especially if you want to accomplish certain goals and you have these, whereas my vision board, I'm always looking at that and I'm like, no, I need to stay consistent in order to kind of achieve those goals. So, like if you're working on something, don't just work on it for a day and then the next day just be like, that's it now, I've done my day and that's all I'm going to do for the rest of the week. I honestly think that's not a good mindset. Keep it consistent, work on it every single day, whether it's for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, even 20 minutes, work on it every single day. Like, that just keeps you consistent and just keeps you going. And you will feel happy, you will feel proud of yourself that you've achieved that. And yeah, staying consistent is such a key factor in your life. And yeah, like for me, it's really been helpful. I've been achieving so much by staying consistent. And tip number 10, my last final tip, is start your day right. I feel so productive in the morning. I feel so energized and so positive in the morning. So I like to get all my things done in the morning. So start your day right, whether it's reading, journaling, going for a run, having a healthy breakfast, and literally saying your affirmations and thinking of positive thoughts. Do it in the morning. Start your day right, because if you don't start your day right, if you wake up feeling so grouchy and so like not productive, with a bad mood and just, I don't know, just anything that makes you feel really rubbish, if you start your day like that, you're gonna feel like that throughout the day. So I honestly think starting your day right is such a main factor. Like for me, I have started thinking so positive. I wake up feeling so good, and I start off with a smile, a glass of water, and you know, my to-do, like things I do like reading, journaling, and going out for my run. That honestly brightens up my day, and I just feel so good. It keeps me going for the rest of the day. Like really, the morning is so important. I never ever used to think like this before, but now I just feel like starting my day right really helped me. So guys, those are my top 10 productivity tips. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Obviously there's so much more which probably I don't even realize whilst I'm doing it, but honestly guys, staying organized, staying positive, having a good mindset, starting your day right really does help. If there's any more, I can pop it onto my Instagram. But for now, these are the 10 productivity tips that I can think of. If you have any suggestions, or if you have any productivity tips that work for you, please do comment down below. I would love to take them on board and love to share them with everyone else as well. I hope you all enjoyed my productivity tips video. Please do not forget to give it a like, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share my video. I am so grateful for you guys and for all the love that you show me. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!